We now welcome our pole winner, Kasey Kahne, driver of the number 5 Farmers Insurance Chevrolet, who will start on the pole for Sunday's Hollywood Casino 400. Kasey, first of all, congratulations, and talk a little bit about your qualifying run out there today.
Yeah, thanks. It was a good lap. Our car, felt really good. I came to the green as fast as I had throughout the practicing qualifying, and got through 1 and 2 pretty good. In 3, I got in, and then a little off of turn 4, I had to lift just a little bit. Kind of lost the front tires, but still was able to run, a quick lap there and get the pole. So I was really happy. Our team's done a nice job this week, and we've been here for a few days. It's been cold, and the track's great. I feel like you guys did a really nice job here at Kansas Speedway, repaving, making the track what it is. It's going to be tough this weekend. But from here out, I think it's going to be one of the best tracks we go to. I feel like it's, you can look at it and tell the lines, the grooves that'll come in as the track gets some wear into it and some age. And I think it'll be a lot of fun to race on. So it's smooth, and all the transitions are really nice.
All right, we'll open it up for questions. Please raise your hand. We'll get a wireless mic to you. We'll start with Randy, then come over to Reed.
Kasey, Randy Kovitz, Kansas City Star. Everybody's talking about it. This is a new track, but this is your 3rd pole now. How new is it to you, and what's your secret here?
Well, someone had to get it today, and it worked out for us. So it was close. I feel like I didn't see what Clint ran, but I know that myself and Mark were really close together. So it's fast, it's smooth, it's a great track. We ran here pretty good here in the past. So I've kind of always liked Kansas. I've liked how it's been really, you've been able to move around and run a lot of different lines and things. And I feel like this track will go there eventually. We'll be able to move all over. So, it doesn't really feel anything like the old track, but we just had a really good balance today, and we're able to put down a good lap.
All right, go ahead and Reed.
Reed Spencer with NASCAR Wire Service. Kasey, you're starting first pit stall and all that. Brad's starting 25th. Considering that that the second groove hasn't worked in yet, how big an opportunity do you think this is to make up some ground in terms of the chase?
Well, I think it could be a pretty big one. I think those guys will really figure out how to go fast in race trim. That's what they've done all season long. They haven't qualified great really this whole year, but they know how to race, and they look strategy, and however they'll figure out how to get to the front if they're fast enough to stay up there. So it's you'll see the 2 car at some point. They've showed that all season long, and but for ourselves, we have a great starting spot. We have a great pit stall. A lot of things from today will help us throughout the entire race, not just the start of the race. So, yeah, I feel really good about where we're at, and if we can capitalize and make the right decisions, get the right balance of the car, hopefully we can gain some points.
Okay, we'll take our next question from Stan.
Stan Creekmore with RPM tonight. Mark Martin and Clint Boyer were just in here, and they talked about how tomorrow's race is going to be extremely critical to how well the track is on Sunday. How do you feel about that same situation?
Yeah, I feel the exact same way. I think the rubber from tomorrow's race, the rubber from our practices tomorrow, we'll have 2 hours of practices. All that will help the track, and if the temperatures, if it gets a little warmer around here, get some sun out, I think all that'll help the track also, and just get a better base to run on, and hopefully move off that white line a little bit, to where we can open up the entries and the exits and have a better shot to pass if you are a good bit quicker than the car in front of you. But either way, it's going to be tough to pass regardless. But if with all that rubber and the heat and things, hopefully it'll help some. And that's really all we can ask for after a repave, and that's about it. So I think it'll all help.
All right, we'll take our next question from Holly.
Holly Kane, NASCAR.com. Kasey, this is kind of along the lines of Reed's question, but coming into a racetrack where nobody has any real experience racing on it, do you see it as a real good opportunity to maybe make the gains because everyone comes in with a blank sheet of paper for all intents and purposes? And what does it do to the chase to have this kind of a thing thrown into the middle with only 5 races to go?
Yeah, I think it's just a bit of a wild card. It's not a Talladega wild card, but it's a bit of a wild card because you have to pick up on the surface. The only thing to me is it's pretty similar to Michigan. The size of the track isn't, but the surface, the corners, for whatever reason, I think it feels really similar to Michigan. So, the guys that are running well right now all ran pretty good at Michigan. So I would say it's, they'll figure it out. We had a great run today, but everybody will figure it out for Sunday. And, we just need to try to stay ahead of them if we can.
All right, any final question? Okay, follow up, Stan?
If you will, you talk about everybody up front will get better, and that means you're going to catch some of the cars in the back who just aren't at the same level as the rest of the team. How tough is passing going to be when you get on a slower car like that?
Some of it you'll be able to set up, and you'll be able to get by, but once you get to a car, you can go back to Michigan, for example, and Mark Martin caught 47 and 42, and they ran side by side, and Mark just rode it behind him, so I caught him, and I went to pass Mark. Next thing you know, we're all crashing. It was just 47, 42 screwed up, then we're all crashing, and then, so it's just, he didn't go anywhere once he caught cars. I think they're probably in 30th or 35th. I don't know how far back they were, but Mark was at a dead stop, and, so that, it makes it difficult for sure. This track's a little different than that track, so hopefully we'll have a better shot of passing, and the longer those races went at Michigan, the better the racing got and the more it opened up. But the first race run there, it was tough. You could hardly pass a car that you just reeled in. You're running, 5/10 a lap faster. You couldn't pass them when you got to them.